KJ Jefferson's performance against the Aggies and the Arkansas's 20-10 win this past weekend is a perfect example of why you need to watch the full game and not just look at the box score to see how a player plays in general. Because if you looked at his numbers, he was 7 of 15 for 212 yards in the air and 2 touchdowns. But if you watch the game, then you know that those numbers don't tell the story about how he played and what he fought through. So let's go ahead and dive into the game film of KJ Jefferson and look at what he did well against the Aggies. And just to recap, the preview that we had was we thought Jefferson needed to hit a few deep shots kind of early in the game to complete one or two, we said, just to keep the defense honest so they wouldn't kind of come in the box. And he did that, and then we said we need to take some short passes, some kind of play action passes, which he did as well. And his second touchdown was actually off that. So his first touchdown was a bomb. His second touchdown was a short pass. And so he had a great first half before he got injured. So I wanted to start off with this play because this is a 3rd and 9 in the fourth quarter. And actually my favorite throw from Jefferson on the day. This is when he just got put back in after being out for a few series because of the injury that he has. And this is a big 3rd and 9 that they were able to convert, put him back in. Throws a good ball, and this completion led to Arkansas being able to run off about a little over 2 more minutes of clock, which was a big deal. There's about 5 minutes left here, so we're gonna go ahead and watch this play here because it's my favorite play, and then we're gonna go look at some of the deep balls Jefferson did, some of his runs, and then we're gonna look at some of the short passes as well because I think he played great, especially in the first half, and did exactly what he was needed to do against this Aggie defense. So we'll see it's 3rd and 9. Oop, I got the sound down. Let me mute that for us. 3rd and 9. Good job in the pocket, able to throw a good ball here to the receiver. And the receiver does a great job to fight to get extra yardage here that we see to pausing to pick up the first down. So again, my favorite throw of Jefferson on the day was just a 7-ish, 8-yard pass that ended up being a 9, 10-yard gain for a first down. But it was his toughness, able to come back in and keep this drive going to take off a few more minutes. But let's go dive into more of his throws from the first half that helped get Arkansas to a big lead, and they probably would have won the game by more if he didn't get hurt because Arkansas's offense was not slowing down. And of course, we saw they had to change completely once he was out. So let's go ahead and dive into the film of Jefferson. Then we'll look at a few things that Hornsby did well that should excite the fan base because even though he struggled at times, he came in and he fought and he showed glimpses of what he has to offer. So let's go ahead and look at some more throws of Jefferson against this Aggie defense. So here's Jefferson's first big throw of the game, a first downfield throw. I think it was really important for this to happen. Like we talked about in the preview video, if you just hit 1 or 2 of these, this would be big. And Jefferson hit 2 early, one being that touchdown, but this being the first one here. We'll see the top receiver, top of the screen. You can just see half of him. Runs kind of a seam route. Jefferson does a good job sitting him in the hole, so not throwing him where the safety is, and he takes a hit here. So it's a good job being in the pocket, right? He's in the right hash of the field. We got one back in the backfield, so depending if you want to call this tight end here or not, either 10 or 11 personnel, regardless, it's a spread formation here. Einem just brings 4. I'm sorry, I think the slot receiver actually ran that little wheel route here for this pass, but you see him on the right hash, goes through his progressions, keeps if you notice, he kept the safety in the middle of the field with his eyes, then just looked here, sees the receiver open, delivers the ball, takes a hit. Right, that's a tough ball to throw. Is able to sit the receiver down, and that's a big time throw right there on early in the game, right within 5 minutes of the game. And I think that throw right there kind of showed the Aggies defense, hey, this guy can throw a little bit. So good first deep throw for Jefferson against the Aggies. So here's Jefferson's deep pass to make it 10-0 at the end of the first quarter to Burks right here, who, by the way, I know I don't talk about receivers a ton, but first round talent without a doubt, man. What a hell of a game he had yesterday. But anyways, we're going to see A&M. It shows 2 up top safeties here, pre-snap, and they're going to bring one safety down briefly, watch him try to clap to get the receiver to kind of jump offside, right? Tries to, doesn't work. And we're going to see what probably is like some type of cover 1 robber deal because you just have one up top safety. This safety kind of rolls down, but there's no up top safety over Burks here, who is the best receiver on the field. So great play design. I don't know if A&M should have had someone over there or not, but great play design to have the strong side over here, get guys dialing in on the potential run. Jefferson with a great job throwing an accurate ball here, right? No up top safety, 1-on-1 coverage. Man, a great route by Burks to pull away here, but hell of a throw, right? Perfect throw there from Jefferson. So, again, Jefferson's kind of knock on him from other people is his accuracy, but that's a hell of a throw, accurate downfield, and I think he showed he has plenty of accuracy to push it downfield. So, great ball by Jefferson there, and this really helped Arkansas get out to a big 10-0 lead. So here's Jefferson's second touchdown pass, and it was just a swing pass out of the backfield to the running back, and a hell of a design by offensive coordinator Briles here. You see you got man defense, you got 45 on 0 here, right? He's following him into motion. we'll see him come here. And this type of throw is a throw we talked about Jefferson needing to complete as well. Yes, we talked about the deep throws, but then we said hitting those underneath throws as well. And this is exactly what happened here in 3rd and 3. We see that it's a mismatch here. It's man, can't get over in time. Oops, sorry about that. You can hear my son downstairs. Good quick ball by Jefferson there, and then the running back does the rest, right? I mean, just poor tackling, 1, 2, and then just a bad angle there, right? So ends up being a touchdown, but just a good job by Jefferson. Great play design, and this had Arkansas up 17-0 on the Aggies. So here's another great throw from Jefferson. Again, pushing the ball downfield and doing so in very tight coverage. It's a great example of him throwing his receiver open. We're going to see a back shoulder fade to the receiver down here. Good read. You got press man here. You really got just like 4 guys in the box, right? Guys, this backer's kind of splitting the tackle and the slot receiver. And then we got 3 receivers lined up out here. You can't see them kind of off the screen. 2 up top safeties from A&M. Good read by Jefferson. Seeing this, safety takes a small step forward here. Sorry, keep pausing. Great back shoulder throw there for a big first down. It was a 2nd and 15, ends up being a big first down, but it's a hell of a throw and really a great example of throwing your receiver open. So again, Jefferson not only hitting receivers when they're open, but doing a good job throwing his guys open, especially in that first half. So here's Jefferson's long run on 1st and 15 here. And I think you would have seen a lot more plays from Jefferson like this, especially in the second half, as they would have been chewing on clock and trying to put A&M away if he did not kind of injure that leg. And you did see him run the ball towards the end, but it wasn't like this, right? It was just kind of this quarterback power straight ahead. This is a good little zone read by Jefferson here, and it turns out being like a perfect play call, actually, right? So it's a good read. DN takes here, and A&M brings pressure. They blitz to this hole. They have guys kind of shifting this way. Jefferson does a good job hitting this hole here and getting up for a big gain here, right? Makes a good cut. Boom. Guy miss. Kind of you want to keep that ball a little bit closer, right? Kind of make you nervous as a fan. But a good run here. And again, I would have expected to see more Jefferson running the ball in the second half if he did not get hurt. But still a good run right there to get them out of kind of a not great field position. Again, we're up about 20-ish or so yards on that play. So 2nd and 9 run for Jefferson, very end of the game. And again, he came in the last 2 series of the game, of the second half, to help kind of just finish off the game, close the game. And, you know, he's hurting here. Great job running the ball here for, I think, a first down here. And then they're able to kind of need it for the rest of the game to win. But I wanted to show this because it's one, just showing his toughness that we talked about in the beginning of the video and the title of the video, just Jefferson playing through pain and how you have to really watch the game and not just go off the box score to see how a quarterback played or however any player played. The last thing you want to be is kind of a box score analysis, if you will, or analyst, if you will. So we'll see 2nd and 9. You know he's hurting here. Gets upfield. Boom, truck. Keeps going, gets that first down there. Love that run, not just for the physicality of it, just like the mental attitude of it, especially playing through pain there. So again, KJ Jefferson, 7 of 15, 212 yards passing, 2 touchdowns in the air, and 50 yards on the ground. And those numbers would have been even bigger if he did not get hurt at the beginning of the second half. And he did exactly kind of what we talked and what we wanted him to do in the preview video. Hit a few deep shots early in the game, which he did, and then hit those kind of shorter throws like the running back out of the backfield and let your guys do the rest, which he did as well. So great win for Arkansas. Let's touch on Hornsby real quick. Because even though you could tell the huge difference when Jefferson was in compared to Hornsby, I still think he showed enough. He showed enough ability to run. He had 1 completion, I think, and he didn't turn the ball over, right? I know there were a few instances where it was close, but he didn't turn the ball over, and he kept you fighting. So I think it was great experience for Hornsby, especially if he needs to be used coming up, depending on how Jefferson's feeling. But great experience for Hornsby overall. Again, great win and great performance by Jefferson, who we talked a lot on this video about. But I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Let us know in the comments below what y'all thought of Jefferson's performance. It was just gritty. It got the job done, but he was on his way to having a huge game, if not for the injury. And even with the injury, had a huge game, even if the stats didn't show it all, just based off his mental toughness. But let us know in the comments below what y'all thought of the performance, and we'll see you next time on the next quarterback-related video.